Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Women Cancel Dates for Nothing and Still Expect a Lot. Let's get right into it.
I'm supposed to be going on a date today, but canceled. Don't want to go. Completely turned off because I refuse to go on a date with someone who lacks common sense. So we're texting, and I was like, okay, well, what time do I need to be ready by? He said, be ready by 8 o'clock. So I'm like, quite cool. I could be ready by 8 o'clock. I said, great. I'll send you my address in a little bit. He said, okay, cool. So am I meeting you there or am I picking you up?
Jabria, are you smart?
If Johnny had 4 apples, why would I be sending you my address if I'm meeting you there? Instantly turned off. Now I don't want to go because you can't put 2 and 2 together to make 4. Date canceled. Moving on. I like my rap today though. I'm supposed to be.
So, this idea that women, clearly they think they have unlimited options. Unlimited options. Oh my God, I'm going to cancel a date with a guy because he misunderstood what I meant. Now, I get what she's saying, but think about how frivolous of a reason this is. Women are so fickle. I mean, you match with the guy, I'm guessing, I don't know if you match with him on a dating app or he approached you in person, but for the smallest thing, a smallest amount of miscommunication, oh, I'm not going on a date anymore. So then what was the date contingent on? That everything go perfect prior to the date? And I personally feel like women like this, they're going to regret this in the future because she's complaining about, oh my God, he lacks common sense. And the future is going to be, oh, where are all the good men at? Where are all the good men? It's always going to be something. Women need to have some grace. Have some effing grace. Anyway, I thought this video was very interesting. Take a look.
I want to be very clear when I say this. Men are not your enemy. You are your own enemy when you do not have standards. You will rarely ever hear me complaining about men because the men in my life add value. They don't waste my time because I don't allow my time to be wasted. And trust me, if I'm offering my access, it's being met with value in return.
So I like this, right? Men are not your enemy. Men are not the problem. Okay? This lady in the prior video offered her access to a man who clearly didn't fit her standards. Her standards were so low, I guess the miscommunication they had, she was shocked by it. Why be shocked? Clearly your standards are in hell. Not just for the man, but for you as well. You don't think I recognize the filter all over that video? Women, if you put a filter on your video, you're just telling me and letting the audience know you're very insecure. So I kind of agree with this woman on the idea of having high standards for your men. But ladies, have a high standard for yourself so you could attract a higher quality man. Because if you can't, look at yourself in the mirror. Anyway, I think this lady is absolutely batshit crazy. Take a look.
Somebody said they're single because they don't want to have sex. And that is so real. I really feel that because, like, the idea of a man touching me in any sort of way just makes me nauseous. It disgusts me, actually. And it's been so long for me that I think I've almost celebrated myself into asexuality. I have no attraction to men in that way. And I am a strong believer that my romance is like the least interesting part about me. So it's not even something that I focus on, is that sort of intimacy. I find intimacy with my homegirls, with my hobbies, my children. Those things are fulfilling to me. But like a man, why would a man be here? Why would a man be here? They actually offer nothing but pain and angst and irritation. So, and I'm trying to do better about that. So it's just like, ew, no. Like, thinking of a man touching me, yeah.
Now, I don't know if she wants us to buy the story of, oh my God, men are so gross. A man touching me? Ew. Does she look like she's dressed like a woman who's scared of male attention? And the fact that you're a single mom, not only did men touch you, they skeet inside of you. What about that? And you know damn well she's probably slurping and burping right before you did, respectfully. So this idea that, oh my God, you're so grossed out by sex, but you already are a single mom, it contradicts itself, okay? It contradicts itself. The time to not have sex was when you were not a mother, right? Now that you're a mother, you could avoid having sex, okay, fair enough. But this idea that men offer nothing except for angst is just a projection of your own life. You suffered. You have. You've been traumatized. You have been. And to think that the only thing you offer, well, you think to yourself that you offer more than sex, I don't know if I agree with you. In fact, sex from you probably is not enough. It's probably inadequate at best. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I hate when I get on the internet and y'all make me sound like I'm siding with a man. But this whole conversation about, oh, would you quit being with friends with your homegirl if she was cheating on her man? I've been seeing some funny stuff because, you know, a lot of girls are like, no, I'm gonna look the other way. That ain't my business. And nah, like, y'all care way too much about these men. Y'all this, that, and the third. Y'all are getting it twisted. And I'm speaking from personal experience, literal personal experience. I had a friend who would constantly cheat on her man. I'm talking about triflingly cheat, though. I'm talking extremely sneaky, extremely unhygienic, extremely just wrong, dead ass wrong. And I don't care what anybody says, cheating on your partner is a problem with your morals. Just flat out, just like that. I don't condone cheating on your girlfriend. I don't condone cheating on your boyfriend, your husband, whatever the case may be. If you have a friend in your life and she has a man that she is supposed to be being loyal to, and they are in this committed relationship, and she is constantly cheating on him, what do you think she's going to do to you? Do you think that she's going to have loyalty towards you? I don't know. Maybe I do care about the morals and values that my friends around me keep. Just flat out. I need to be on the same level of moral competency to have a bitch in my life. I don't like no sneaky, lying, disloyal person. If I see them doing it to other people in their life, they're going to do it to you too. And that's just like that. We've heard men say before, oh, I don't like doing business with men who cheat on their wives. And that's an extremely smart thing to think. Because if this person is disloyal to the person who is literally closest to them, they go to sleep with them, they wake up with them, they have children with them, they have a bank account with this person, what makes you think they wouldn't be disloyal to you?
You know, it's so funny, and I get it. That those things seem like they make sense, right? Don't do business with a man who, you know, cheats on his wife. And by the way, I don't know why you would know if your business partner is cheating on his wife. That seems like a personal thing that has nothing to do with me. That sounds like a personal problem, right? That's like saying, I'm not going to hire someone that's a single mom because if you're so stupid to become a single mom, you're probably going to do horrible at this job. Listen, people have their own personal lives, and how people perform personally and professionally might not be the same. They might not correlate. Someone could be great professionally, horrible personally, or great personally and horrible professionally. That's why if you want to make a moral judgment about what people do, you know, it's risky, right? Now, to her point about her friends cheating on their boyfriends, and if she wants to surround herself with women like that, I get it. But the reason to me why you would not want to surround yourself with women like that is because other people are going to think you would cheat too. Yeah. Hoes of a feather flock together. If I see you with a hoe, I'm going to think you're a hoe too. And by the way, when you have all these tattoos all over your body, what do you think that looks like? You think you look like the schoolgirl? You think you look like a nun? You think you look innocent? Like, a lot of these women, they don't think, they just follow. Y'all don't think, y'all just follow. Oh, I see a girl over there do it, I'm going to do it too. I remember a time where people had small little tattoos in different places, but the minute it became popular to get sleeves, it's like everyone started getting sleeves. The minute, it just shows you how much people follow the herd. People have hive mind, group think. If the group says it's okay, I believe it's okay. No one can think for themselves. And I know some great tattoo artists. I have some great tattoo artists that are friends. And the minute I see them became popular, I decided to go the other way, personally. And I'm glad I did. Now I feel like having bare skin is a flex. That's the new trend that's going to come about. Anyway, I thought this video was very interesting as well. Here's a girl talking about relationships are embarrassing. Men are embarrassing. And it's always women that look like this. They got some foul to say about dating. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Yes, having a boyfriend now is embarrassing because the jig is up. I saw that article in the Cut that questions if having a boyfriend now is embarrassing. And in my opinion, yes, it is, because we now know what it takes to maintain these long-term relationships with these men. We now know what it takes to even engage with them in a casual way at this point. It was assumed in the past that you would be taken care of, that they would be providing for you, that over time that the love would just grow. And now we know that's not what happens. Now we know when women get into these relationships, there is something that they're sacrificing, something, a part of themselves that they are completely abandoning and giving up in order to be in companionship with this male. No matter how much he likes you, no matter how much he worships you, no matter how much he wants to be there, no matter how much he likes you more than you like him, there is something embarrassing that you don't want to tell your friends that you put up with. I myself was embarrassed to tell y'all that I was in a relationship, which is so interesting because there was a point in time where I actually told myself, I'm going to have to settle if I want a man. And I remember that was the moment I was like, wait a minute. I want this too badly. Like, for what? Now when my friends talk about men, I join them. I don't lead with, oh, I got a man, so I'm out the street. I don't know what y'all talking about. Man, I do know what y'all talk about to this day. Okay, so yeah, having a man is embarrassing. I don't lead with it because what is the social currency at this point? When we know how much they struggle to meet women's expectations. Yes, having a boyfriend now is...
So she's talking about men struggling to meet women's expectations. But my question for you, lady, do you think you struggle to meet men's expectations? You ever thought about that? Chubby cheeks, double chin. You ever thought that you might be a 3 at best? You ever thought that? And it's funny to me because she talks about, oh, in order to have a relationship, you're going to have to sacrifice and give something up. Well, tell me something that you have in your life that's worth having that you didn't have to sacrifice or give something up. Or maybe you don't know about sacrifice. Maybe you don't know about discipline. Maybe you don't know about working towards something in order to have something. You don't? If you got a college degree, did you have to sacrifice money, time, and resources to get that degree? Or give something up? I won't say anything about a fit body. It doesn't look like you have a fit body, but in order to have a fit body, you have to sacrifice and give things up for a fit body. Yeah, you might have to give up all the cupcakes and sitting down on the couch eating Cheetos, watching Netflix. You have to give something up. What about a nice car? Did anyone give you a nice car for free? It's funny to me because women talk about men as a resource, but then they expect it to be a free resource that exceeds their expectations at no cost to them. How, Sway? How? Do you want a man to sacrifice anything to be with you or give anything up? Or can he just show up and get you for free? And on your knees, slurping and burping? I always wonder this. Women say the darnest things because other women say the darnest things. They just regurgitate it. I heard someone else say this. Clearly it's true. I'm not going to go investigate it. I'm not going to do any research. I'm not going to fact check it. If they like the source, they're going to like the message. If they like the source, they're going to like the message. Regardless of if the message makes sense or not. Who cares? They like the person who said it. They feel like it makes sense. And honestly, it just shows you that the psychology of women is to bond, is to connect, is to have community. In order for them to have community, they got to agree with the community. I seen a woman that once said that a lot of women will walk into a room full of losers and adapt. Yeah, this lady walked in a room full of feminists and adapt. She didn't think to herself, well, gee, maybe I shouldn't be in this room. Maybe if I'm going to stay in this room, I'm going to let them do what they're going to do. I'm going to, be suspicious of them, but I'm not going to follow them. No, of course not. Women are going to see the room as a bunch of losers and adapt and become one of the losers. And this is exactly what's happening. Now, I had to pinpoint this out for her because she's so critical of men, even though she has a man. She says, oh, men don't exceed women's expectations. Well, let me see if she actually exceeds our expectations. Take a look at this. This is her. Now, is anybody super impressed by her figure and her shape? I'm not saying she's horrible, but she's definitely not winning any beauty pageants. She seems like she's overweight. Her arms are as thick as my legs. Yet you're going to say that you're going to have to settle for someone? You're going to have to settle for a man? What makes you think that a man's not settling for you? Yeah. What makes you think that if a man dates you, he's settling for you? And let me tell you something, women. Because men are the prize, and I know men are the prize, and y'all don't want to believe men are the prize. One of the proofs that men are the prize is women want a man that's better, smarter, more attractive, taller, stronger, fitter, everything. They want a man that's essentially better than them in all objective places that you can measure. But here's the reality. If you can't date a man that has those exceeding expectations that you require, and you gotta settle, maybe, just maybe, you're not who you think you are. Maybe the guy you think you're settling for, you're not actually settling for, he's actually your level. Just maybe. Okay? So why not have some gratitude and appreciation that you even have somebody? There's a lot of women out here single, stressing that they got nobody. They got to do life by themselves. All by themselves. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I hope that this is the very last time that I'm inspired to speak on this subject matter, but if you are a woman and you are currently on dating apps such as Hinge, Bumble, get out of this video right now and go delete them. If you are a woman, you need to get the hell off of dating apps. What I just saw on the X app, Twitter app, whatever you want to call it these days, is so disturbing. And I know that the X app is typically full of like far-right involuntary celibates that hate women and use it as an outlet to hate women and spew whatever crazy beliefs that they have. But what I saw is truly what I feel is a representation of how most men feel about women who are using dating apps. So let's have a chit chat. I was perusing on the X app, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and I came across this account, and his name is called Murray Hill Guy. And this is not to be mistaken for that cute little Jewish gay boy, Murray Hill Boy, who does like the skits pretending to be Jewish moms. Adorable, we love him, he can stay. However, Murray Hill Guy, not so cute. Murray Hill Guy has this entire persona account on X that's clearly pandering to right-wing incel men that are definitely not getting laid about his experiences dating in New York City, and he documents it. And I wouldn't even call it dating. He's basically showing them how he easily manipulates women from dating apps into sleeping with him right away, and then how he ghosts them the next day. I'm honestly like not even really shocked. Obviously it's disgusting and bizarre to see men openly talking about this, but at least he's saying the quiet part out loud about how men feel about women that they meet on dating apps. And there were quite a few posts that really disturbed me, one of which that said he had ended things with a girl that he was seeing for 3 months. She didn't take it too well, but deep down he knew it was not the right fit for them. Someone comments underneath saying, bro, you just smashed a girl a few days ago and posted about it and said how you ghosted her the next day and it was like the easiest smash of your life. And then he replies back, yeah, but I knew I was going to end it anyways. Like, this Murray Hill guy, obviously he is right-wing, he supports Trump. However, I did see something that has to do with this topic on his page, and I want to share it. He said, went out with this hot chick in New York last night. Turns out she's a liberal. I told her I'm conservative. We got into a political debate. She's such a libtard. However, liberal women are so insecure and so desperate, she still let me smash, went back to her place, blocked her the next morning. Good times. Like, girl, are we serious? Are we doing this? I also want to add that there are a plethora of screenshots that this man posts on his page saying that he deliberately matches with liberal women that have different political beliefs than he does just to troll them, make screenshots and poke fun at them with his bro followers. So he deliberately harasses women, then posts about it, and then makes a laughing stock out of it. And then also says things like he would still sleep with them if given a chance. And girl, if you want...
Okay, enough of this. Look, I get it. She's concerned that there's some men out there sleeping with women and pumping and dumping. I don't think this is a dating app thing. She said, she made it seem like, oh, if you got a dating app, delete it. Women, dating apps don't have particular men on dating apps. Dating apps are just a medium where people can meet. If the dating app didn't exist, cease to exist, these men will still exist. Stop thinking that men that are on Hinge are from a place called Hinge. Men that are on Tinder from a place called Tinder. Women are so smart, but they just assume that these dating apps create people. They don't. People already existed. So if this man had this nefarious plan to pump and dump women, he could do that with or without Hinge. Clearly, women find him attractive. Clearly, women want to get smashed by him. That's why they're getting smashed by him. A lot of people want to believe that people have to persuade women, manipulate women into sex. You don't have to manipulate women into sex. Women want sex just as much, if not more, than a man. I've been saying this on my content for so long. You have to understand what women benefit from sex. There's a huge benefit from sex. And it's not short term. Okay? It's not fleeting. Okay? It's not short-lived either. A woman can have sex today and it could soothe and ease her mind for days to come. 48 hours, 72 hours later, she's still getting a hit, a dopamine hit. You know, she's still getting that validation from that sex a couple days ago. So all he's doing is, you know, soothing their needs, giving them that vitamin D. You know, they might treat, you know, his sex like an antidepressant, you know. And I'm not saying it's right that he does what he wants to do, but guess what? If you have sex with a woman and she decides to ghost you, is she not allowed to? Is she required to keep talking to you? This could actually go both ways, and it often does go both ways. There's a lot of women that would sleep with you one night and never talk to you ever again. Should we delete the apps that we meet them on? Make it make sense. But people like her, again, they watch a certain news channel. They believe it's a warfare between the left and the right. You can't sleep with someone on the right if you're on the left. You can't sleep with someone on the left if you're on the right. All this nonsense is propaganda. People just soak it up like a sponge and never question it. Never. Never. Right? And guess what? What's a common trend here? She got a tattoo right on her wrist. Where'd you get that idea from? Didn't we just see a girl in a video prior with the exact same thing? Followers, sheep, hive mind. They can't think for themselves. All they do is repeat, regurgitate the same talking points. Is what it is. And look, ladies, protect yourself. If you don't want to sleep with a man and you're concerned if he's going to pump and dump you, well, if you assume the risk of sleeping with him, then you understand you assume the risk. If you want to require more for him, require more. The choice is yours. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.